Everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm WCA3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy, coming to you here from the WCA3 studio as we talk about this next system coming in that may actually bring us a little bit of snow. Now, I want to preface this whole thing by beginning to say this is not a major snow event. This is not a shutdown, cause travel, major issues, but it is the first event of the season, and I think that lends itself to being able to, cause some issues in the morning. It's not going to make travel impossible, but because of how this is really the first event we've had in a while, I think that some people, as they get out there and start to drive, may have a little bit of an issue there to begin the morning. So let's talk about what to expect here as we go throughout the course of tonight. Okay, Storm Tracker Doppler is showing the calm weather that we've got right now, but already we are seeing snow moving in here from the south. And so what we can do is take a look at that on the Storm Tracker Doppler. So there it is. Vandalia getting close to you, not quite to Effingham just yet, but as we back things out, you can see that there is more snow down into parts of Missouri. Now, it is very broken. It's not a big wall of snow here, but we think that this area is going to eventually kind of fill in as we get into the overnight hours of tonight. So here's a little bit of a loop. As you can see, we're looking at that snow as it begins to come into the area. Again, it is definitely possible to have some snow on the ground by morning, but it's not going to be a lot of snow. Okay, so I want to stress that as well. But with, again, 5, 6, 7 a.m., the timing of this will allow for some issues with people out there on the roadways. So we're talking about those bridges and whatnot that could become slick into the early morning hours of tomorrow. So be careful, okay? Take that extra time. Go a little bit slower. Here's how this plays out on our latest model, okay? Here comes that snow. We showed you there on radar what it looked like. There it is, right on target for pretty much where it is on radar. But now let's put this into motion. Notice it is mainly areas east of I-57 that really ramp up on this snow. It is not much for places like Decatur or even Bloomington, or definitely Springfield. You guys are not seeing much. But from about Champaign down to Mattoon, Charleston, and eastward, notice there, 4 or 5 a.m., we've got the snow. This is going to be kind of an eastern Illinois system more than anything. So there's at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. ramping up, and look what happens by 8:30. The snow is gone. So notice the very small window of opportunity that we're talking about. Here it is again, not much on radar right now, ramps up around 2 a.m., but only for a lot of areas along I-57 and eastward. So don't expect much if you're in Decatur, don't expect much if you're in Clinton or Farmer City, but areas to the east of I-57 could see about an inch of that snow, okay? I break this down by probabilities of having snowfall, and you can see we're talking about, a 60% chance of 1 inch, and then a 30% chance of maybe 2 inches. So that, combine that together, 90% chance of up to 2 inches of snow. Now, not everybody's going to see that 2 inches. You can see that's a lower chance of that. And to get a 3-inch amount, that's just probably not going to happen. So we're looking mainly at a 1-inch snowfall here. And if we had to look at, a few counties out there that may see the most, I'll just throw some of those up there for you. Edgar, Coles, Douglas, Clark, Cumberland counties, again, east of I-57 for the most part is where we are expecting that. And I know we've got a lot of people that are on our chat here with us. And I want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in. And I know that I asked you guys to let us know where you are tuning in from. So let's say hello to, let's see here. Some comments here coming into us. Woohoo, finally bring it on, says Kelly. Hello from Decatur. That's Dean there that's tuning in here with us tonight. And Chrissy said she's got this snowplow ready. I'm not sure that you're going to be needing that there yet, but maybe a little bit of a shovel down there. Hey, what's going on? Watching down in Charleston, Nathan down there. Thank you so much. We've got more down in Mattoon that are going to be watching us here. And so again, we appreciate all of you guys that are tuning in, saying hello to Carla down in Champaign and Tom in Cissna Park. You guys are all over the place. Awesome. Okay. And even on YouTube here, we are getting some comments from YouTube. Hello from Robinson. Looking forward to a little bit of snow. So thanks to everybody jumping in here with us here as we get ready for our 10 o'clock newscast that is just around the corner here at 10 o'clock. So in about 15 minutes, I encourage you guys to tune in. And we'll show you the very latest there. I'm going to reveal my snowfall total map for everyone, but I can kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of what to expect with everything. Again, what we've got on radar here are the snow showers that are still well down into our southwest, but are really going to be filling in here before too long as the system kind of starts to ramp up there into southern portions of Illinois. So we've got several of you here with us. Thanks for jumping on before you guys, many of you maybe head to bed. As I mentioned before, not a huge event. But how many times have we started out, that first snow and it's just a mess out there on the roads? Saving graces, less people out on the roads because a lot of people are working from home. Less schools in session, and so less school buses probably going to be out there. But that still doesn't mean you can go flying down the I-74 at 90 miles an hour. Probably not a good idea tomorrow, as that snow will be around. So definitely be careful if you're going to be out tomorrow. If you don't have to get out until after, say, 9 a.m., you're going to be a lot better off because that snow is going to be gone by then. Take a look again at our storm tracker in our future cast here. And I want to show you the timing of this. Once again, notice it ramps up, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And, we may not see the first snowflakes in Champaign until, 3 a.m. or so. So, another 5 hours before it really gets here. But there it is coming through. And there it is, 5, 6, 7 a.m. And then it's gone. It's not going to be a long-lasting event, but it's going to be an event that may be capable of putting down a little bit of that light snow as we head into tomorrow. Early tomorrow morning. More comments coming into us. Lori says, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So we've got some people that are excited about this. So there we go. Carla is here. Thank you, Carla. Thanks for joining us here on our Facebook Live. We're going to be doing many more of these with the weather. So these Facebook Lives and these live streams that we do. Thanks from the update from Gibson City, says Martha. Martha, thank you for tuning in here tonight as well. And everybody commenting here. Snowflake emojis from Kathy. And I want a little snow, says Linda. Okay, guys, very good. So I encourage you guys to tune back in here in about 10 minutes. We're going to be on the news at 10 o'clock. Just a quick little glance through that once again. Careful in the morning. We will be talking about the snow. As a matter of fact, we're going to have our whole team in on this. Tomorrow morning, believe it or not, we have Amelia Henderson in the morning on the morning show. She'll be in here. And then we're going to have meteorologist Jack Gerfin in the storm tracker. And then also Jacob Dickey also out. I'm doing some live reports from across the area. So lots of people will be in here covering this. Mary says her dog loves snow. So does mine. And we're going to be letting you know what to expect. So I encourage you to come on back. Hopefully, maybe many of you can just stay in. You won't have to get out in this mess tomorrow. But if you do, we'll have you covered. We'll have road conditions for you. Let you know if there are any kind of cancellations or anything like that. But other than that, there we go. And Rhonda, thank you. We appreciate you for tuning in here tonight as well on our live stream on Facebook and on Twitter and on our YouTube pages and on the WCA3 News and Weather apps. I encourage you guys to download those apps as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to search for if there are any specific questions. I will go ahead and plop those up here. If you have any questions, let me know, and I can do my best to answer them as I am monitoring the chat here, and we can answer any questions that some of you may have. So I'm going to see what we've got. I've got a couple minutes to take some questions. I hope you all are staying safe out there and getting through all this. Hopefully we're through this mess soon. They got the vaccines coming out. That is great. We're all excited, that hopefully this can be ending. We can all get back to our regular lives. I know I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm with all of you. Okay, any last minute questions here? Let's see what we got. So, how much are you thinking for Mattoon? Closer to 1 to 2. So, Dustin, how much are you thinking for Mattoon? Dustin, I would say that an inch is going to be likely. Maybe an inch and a half. I think those 2-inch amounts are going to be a little tougher to come by. But these little bands are going to set up here, and so you may have like a band here or a band there, and it depends upon, just exactly where you are. So I think an inch is definitely feasible. An inch and a half, maybe. 2 inches, it could be tough, but it's definitely a possibility to have some of that there. What time will it start in Champaign? Kathy asks. It is probably going to start closer to maybe, let me see here. I ain't seeing much here. It may not be until 2 a.m., a few snowflakes here and there. I think that the heart of this is really between, say, 3 and, I'd say even 4 to 7 a.m. I think 4 to 7 a.m. is going to be kind of when it's going to kind of make its hay, so to speak. How far east is this going, Becky? Well, it's mainly going to be right there along the, Indiana-Illinois state line, east of I-57. This is going to be the best area to really pick up on the snowfall here. Tress is asking about what the temperatures are going to be like the rest of the day after the morning. We're only going to make it to about 34, so there will be a little bit of melting, but not a lot, because we're going to be, 29, 30 degrees through much of the morning. Marvita wants to know, what are the chances for a white Christmas? They're pretty small at this point. We're not seeing anything major, so probably not going to see a whole lot. Okay, thank you for the update. You are welcome. Suetta, thanks for tuning in here. Okay, so 10 o'clock. I gotta get rolling here. Oh my goodness, it's 9:53. I gotta roll. I'm going to go update, tweak some last minute models here, see what they're showing, because we got some new data that's just coming into us. So that kind of updates right here at 10 o'clock. So I can look at that and adjust and see if anything has changed. And then you'll see it on our news at 10 o'clock here, which is coming up here in just 6 minutes. So I know, you guys are trying to go to bed here soon, but we are almost, if you can just stick around here, it's a little bit longer on the news, flip on over, and we will get you the very latest with this. But you kind of get a general idea of what we're talking about. 1, maybe 2 inches. A lot of it mainly east of I-57. Don't expect much in Decatur. Don't expect much in Springfield. Don't expect much in Bloomington and that area. But maybe a little bit more from, say, Danville down to Paris, down to Charleston, Mattoon, those areas there, maybe on that higher end. But not going to, cause travel to come to a complete halt, but could make it tricky because of it being the first event and the timing of it there in that 6 to 7 a.m. hour. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be doing more of these Facebook Lives and on Twitter and whatnot as we go forward. So keep tuning back in with us. Follow us on our social media pages. Download the WCA3 News or Weather app if you haven't already, so you get these notifications whenever we do go live. But that's going to wrap things up here for us for today. We'll see you on the newscast here in just a few minutes, and we'll have the very latest then. Hope you all stay safe, have a good night, and enjoy the snow coming tomorrow.